This program is brought to you by FanDuel, where we give sports fans the chance to win every day.
How are we gonna blame Herb? Sorry, Chris. How are we gonna blame Herb and he didn't even fucking play tonight? What are we talking about? What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing?
Pelicans lose their ninth straight.
How many?
Ninth straight, 9.
God damn.
Breaking records left and right. And y'all know y'all favorite people in the world here to break it down. And we got some breaking news on the trade front outside of the NBA. It's a great show. Y'all know what to do.
First took away. That's for this. Get your money's worth now.
Welcome to another episode of Pro Plus Talk. I am your host today here, Chris Connor. Shout out to the good people here of Sunshine. We got FanDuel as always. We got Scott Vickner. You know they fight for the win. And we got John Deere, man. Nothing runs like a deer. Haven't been able to say this in a while. At least I haven't. Nothing loses like a Pelican.
Yeah.
Got my dog Lito here. Corporate Lito. This is corporate Lito. He got the button. Like he came to work.
I'm dressed like Joe Dumas.
Dressed like a golfer. Got my dog. We got casual Justin up here. He looks miserable, but we gonna fix that. And then we got the professional. You know, our stat got one of the best to do it. Our OG David Grubb. Fellas, how y'all doing?
Good. I want to bring this up first. Bruce, what's the difference between Berago and Willie? If you can't look, they're losing. Don't get me wrong. Like you can question the substitution packages, whatever you want to do. But if you can't see over these last 20 games the difference between James Berago's team and Willie Green's team, I can't help you, brother. I can't. Like, I'm not saying Berago needs to be whatever. I would like for Berago to be the next head coach next year, but I'm not like, there's going to be other candidates. I think there's got to be interviews. There's got to be an overhaul. But if you can't tell the difference between Willie Green's team and James Berago's team, then maybe we got bigger issues. Issues.
Well, look, we will break all this down, including this game, but we're gonna open up the show a little bit different here, man. There was some trade news that happened in the middle of the Hawks Pelicans game. Yeah. Breaking news: Trey Young has been traded to the Washington Wizards. So far, I think, unless the details have been updated, the last that I saw was Trey Young for Corey Kispert and CJ McCollum. And it's funny, we just had a conversation yesterday and asking about Trey Young's trade value and Zion Williamson's trade value. The Pelicans have a role in getting Trey Young to Washington, considering the trade that happened over the offseason with Jordan Poole, Sadiq Bey, and getting CJ McCollum over to Washington. So I want to open up the show, guys, and I'm curious in your initial reactions. But I want to ask, does this trade shine a different light on the trade that the Pelicans made in the offseason to you guys? Does it make it look any different in trading CJ McCollum for Jordan Poole and company? What are your thoughts on this move? And do you have any thoughts of how it ties into the Pelicans from any direction? Go ahead, bro. Go ahead, bro.
This is very interesting to me. Okay, because first, before Atlanta, I want to put some symmetry. Let's look over at Detroit, right? Trajan Langdon goes to Detroit. Detroit is number 1 seed in the East right now, 2 years into his tenure. Bryson Graham goes over to Atlanta. The Hawks fleeced the Pelicans for a draft pick. Now they have flipped and turned essentially nothing. Like, they didn't have to give up much, but they turned basically Trey Young, who they were dissatisfied with and who most of the league dislikes, whether it's coaches or players or whomever. They gave all that up for the same amount of points. Trey shooting 30% from 3. You get CJ, who's shooting 38%. Kispert shooting 40%. So you're getting the same. The only thing you're getting down is assists. You get a professional. Both these guys are shot makers for a team that has guys who can drive. And now if Reese or Shea shoot like that, then yeah, the Hawks have positioned themselves to be a top 3 team potentially this season going in the East, right? Because you don't know what Orlando is, and it's the Knicks and and it's it's the Knicks and the Pistons at the top. So yeah, the Hawks. You have turned the Hawks indirectly into a contender in the move you made in 2 years because you gave them Dyson, and now CJ has gotten there, and you've given them the pick. You have made Atlanta into a contender. You have traded for the worst of some of these three teams. You traded for the worst of what you got out of Washington. You traded for the worst of what of Atlanta sent you. You got DeJounte and they got Dyson, and they're happier with what they got. So everything connected now. All you do is lose. You have lost everything. And all you got out of this is a $9 million Saddiq Bey. And for what it's worth, Saddiq has played great basketball. He ain't staying next year. Even if the team has an option. If you're Saddiq Bey, but you're going to say, I'm making my home in New Orleans? So how do you win on this deal? You have lost across the board on the deal that you made with Washington. They're better now because even if like they're ahead of you in the standings currently, and Atlanta's now a contender.
So
if I can,
well, this was going to you, Lito. Hold on. I know you're professional. You know what I mean. I know you're ready.
Your polo is crazy.
Grub tied in my question perfectly. That's why I was kind of heading with the Pelicans. You know, indirectly kind of being involved. None of this trade does not happen without the Pelicans. Their footprints are all over it for better or for worse, right? So, now go ahead, Leo.
So I don't know. Shout out to Grub because that was great. I don't know if anybody watched Stranger Things, but somebody in the chat put up "We in the Upside Down." This is directly the Upside Down. Yo, not to belong this or whatever, not to make this too long, but the main person in Stranger Things, he calls himself right the one. The Pelicans in this trade scenario are the one. Everything starts with them. Grubb talked about how you got Dyson Daniels, bro. The Pelicans inadvertently gave them Nickeil Alexander too. They have Nickeil over there also. Check this out. I'm reading Bleacher Report right now. They said in that trade, the Hawks are making space for Anthony Davis. Bro,
give up Kristaps.
Bro, everything comes back to the Pelicans.
And what do the Hawks still have? What do the Hawks ultimately still have, Lito?
Say it.
They have. Hold on. Before I tell you what they have, let me just tell you how. Let me just tell you. Let me. I was having a conversation with Schmidt.
Okay.
I'm gonna just read you just to make y'all feel better, right? If the front office, shout out to Schmidt, if the front office would have just waited and did nothing, they would have $43 million in expirings, DQ at 7, and 2 lottery picks this year. How's that make you feel?
Okay, but now can you answer what else the Hawks also have because of the Pelicans?
They have they got the pick. They got the pick, man. They got the one. The one.
Well, we don't know if it's the one just yet.
It's gonna be the one, Chris.
Okay. All right. Justin,
What? Talk about the trade? Hey, remember?
Can it get any worse?
Yeah, it can. It can always get worse. First and foremost, this is unfortunate about Brandon. I actually hope Brandon's okay. I don't know if he. I thought it might be a thumb, so hopefully he's actually all right. Lito, remember last year? Not even last year, 2 years. Oh, Chris Grubb, y'all know. Yep. Remember how this fan base just bitched and complained about CJ McCollum?
So,
just over and over and over and over again. Y'all remember that?
One time.
Yeah.
Over again.
Yep.
All right, that's enough. We get it. Yeah, for the last 4 years, they called him a terrorist. No, I remember.
No,
I remember
vividly. Terrorist. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
now,
I remember vividly.
Y'all think y'all want him back over this? Over what Jordan Poole's doing? Because here's the thing: we can talk about Trae Young. Let's talk about the trade. Jordan Poole is awful. He's awful. He is not a winning basketball player. I can't hold it in anymore. Pause. Whatever you want to do it. He is killing this team.
Yeah. Yeah.
I thought at least offensively he could be good. I mean, he's bad on both sides of the ball. I mean, there are times in the game I'll ask myself, what the fuck is Jordan Poole doing? Like literally, it might be a rotation, it might be a shot, it might be a pass. He had a pass tonight that had no chance. It was a PNR. He gets 2 on the ball. He tries to skip it over like 6'11", 6'11", and 6'10". It wasn't gonna work. He just makes bad plays over and over again. And it's like you can't have him on this team anymore. You can't. And like from the things we hear too, like you can't. And like I'm like, no one's really talking about it. He's been really bad. That trade's been really bad.
You know, and it's interesting. You know, I remember around the time the Pelicans were trading for DeJounte Murray. You know, there were talks about should the Pelicans trade for, you know, should they trade for Trae Young? And that's when we started hearing things, you know, about David Griffin doesn't like Trae Young. You know, I mean, the Pelicans have been, and I mean, when it comes to Atlanta, the Pelicans have been linked to so many different Hawks players. We're talking for the past 6, 7, 8 years at this point. Like, you know, it's been, you know, crazy. Now you got Bryson Graham over there. Man, I mean, it's before Grubb broke that down, and then before Lito, before you jumped in and started going into some other elements, I didn't even go that far into thinking about how much the Pelicans were leaked. I was looking at it from a surface level. I didn't even get further into the details because I knew that it would frustrate me. So in order to not frustrate myself anymore and to make sure that this is now a 12-minute show gets to an hour, we're gonna move on to the game. Okay, that's gonna frustrate me too, but not the same. Y'all do us a favor. Help me and help us be less frustrated. Hit the like button, please. Leave some nice comments. Compliment the panel, or argue. Just leave a comment. That's cool. Don't compliment us. That's fine. That's fine. Leave some comments. Share the show. Like the show. Yeah. Let's talk about the game, man. The Pelicans.
Do we have to?
Yep, we surely do. The Pelicans lost 117-100 tonight to Atlanta on Trae Young trade night. Didn't even have a great Jalen Johnson game. What the heck? I don't care anymore. Yeah, I mean, solid, but I mean, it could have been a lot worse. He wasn't extremely efficient. Not an 18 shot.
Chris, just stop. Just.
What do you want?
Just stop.
Can I continue?
No.
But wait though. I didn't want to tell you one thing.
Yeah.
One more thing. The Pelicans made less than 10 threes again tonight. They made 8 threes. Jordan Poole made 6 of them. All right, go ahead.
Reese Shea made 7 for the Hawks.
Bruh, that's exactly what I did. Before this stream started, Justin and I were talking about basketball, and I said, dog, I don't know if you've been keeping up with Reese Shea and his lack of shooting. This motherfucker couldn't throw a rock in Lake Pontchartrain. Somehow tonight, Chris, you know how many threes? You know how many times he's made 7 threes in his career? You know how many times? This is the first fucking time.
So it's Peyton Watson all over again. It's Peyton Watson all over again. He had a Peyton Watson night.
Yeah, man. Like, bro, like every night it's a new dude just finding a career high somehow on the Pelicans, man. This shit is annoying, bro.
Chris, you know the phrase I made up years ago, remember?
Yep.
ETP, BAR, play the playoffs, break a record.
Break a record, yeah.
I mean, no team gives like. It reminds me when Alvin was coaching, and he'd be like, "Man, that team over there is just a really good team. They got good basketball players," and that would be every night. Like somebody would get a 40-point quarter. Like every night, the other team got real good basketball players. Why don't you ever have the real good basketball players? Why don't your guys ever have historic nights on the road? Why don't your guys ever go into the opponent's gym and have a career game? They do it at home. You're like, the guys are known for putting up 40 in the smoothie kick center for the Pelicans. But when's the last time somebody went on the road in a Pelicans jersey and shut the other building down? Even bigger than first you allowed all those threes again. Like once Reese Shea got to 3 out of 4 and he's cooking, like you got to show up and defend that. And you're not making yours and you're taking terrible ones. But then on top of that, I mean, I think it goes back to Zion again. it goes back to Zion again. He set the tone in the first quarter. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 2 turnovers in 7 minutes. So your guy, Trey's out, Herb's out, Bay's out, all these guys are gone, and your supposed franchise player comes out and doesn't take a shot. And I don't want to hear shit about people talking about he's double teamed. Every great scorer in the NBA gets double teamed and triple teamed. Dudes have faced boxes and ones. Dudes have faced zone defenses. There were times where Zion is standing flat-footed in a dunker spot, not even looking for the basketball. We talked about this last night, that there are times when you can't tell that he's on the court. I don't care that he had 22 points, whatever. He took 15 shots. He took 15 shots tonight. And that's, we talked about this number last night. He has, I think that was the 16th time in 23 games that he's taken 15 or fewer shots. He did that 12 times in 30 games last year. Like it's 80% of his games now. He's taking less than 15 or less shots. That's on him. Because you can't say they have more guys who need the ball than there ever have been in the 7 years that he's been in New Orleans. There's not more guys who need the ball. So he's playing the same minutes he played last year. The same minutes. So why is he so less impactful? You can't tell, even on that bad team last year, in the same minutes, didn't Zion still jump off the screen to you? Wasn't this dude who was putting together triple-double nights and near triple-doubles, and it felt like it? He was making mediocre players because Brandon wasn't on the court. Herb wasn't on the court. But he was making mediocre players play better last season. He ain't that guy. He ain't that guy. And to start it off, the rest of the game meant nothing because you let Atlanta put up 29 points in the first quarter again. You let them put up 30 plus in the first, almost 30 in the second. Again, you had to keep it close. And you couldn't take care of the basketball. You turned it over 19 times. 19 times. They got more 19 turnover games this season than they did all of last year. So you are a worse team than you were last year. Defensively, you're worst offensively, and your best player doesn't give a fuck.
Lito, so I was in the middle of planning my Mardi Gras trip out there. I don't say these flight tickets are, they're ridiculous every year. This has to stop. I should not have to buy my flight tickets for Mardi Gras 4 months ahead to feel like I'm not being robbed. I just shouldn't. I shouldn't. I hate it. But anyway, in the middle of doing that, Lito, I was trying to think of some type of positive, in this. I was trying to. I don't care that he can't shoot because no one can shoot on this team. I really like Micah Peavy's game. I really like Micah Peavy's game, and you guys are gonna make me feel any worse about Micah Peavy. Can you say some nice things about Micah Peavy as a basketball player, Lito? I don't care if he's 29 years old. I don't care that he can't shoot. Like it doesn't. I don't care. I don't care that the team sucks. I like watching Micah Peavy play basketball.
Man, I like Micah Peavy. I like to watch Micah Peavy play basketball too, man. He's he a dog, man. He a bulldog, man. He guards you 94 feet. All right, positives. Micah Peavy giving effort, bro. He giving 110% defensively every time. Like there's no lackadaisicalness on him. Like he understands where to be. He's trying to hit the glass. I think Micah Peavy had 6 assists tonight?
5,
6.
Who's counting?
Yeah, I mean, let's give him 6. Let's say he had 6. We're not counting. Right, so Micah Peavy is a guy, 2 blocks, 2 steals. He remind you a lot of her, man. Just the effort, the IQ, like more. This is not a diss, but more probably Dyson on ball defensively than Herb is. Like just the way he, quote unquote, gets in your shirt. I'm not pausing that, but just the way he. Just not on pause anymore. That's childish and immature. It's 2026, bro. Please grow up. Just the way he plays basketball, bro. Like I really appreciate his approach to the game.
Chef Curry, I was looking at a lot of your comments yesterday, and I appreciated them. I don't know if this is about Micah Peavey. I'm assuming it is. Dog, when you are 8-31 and you got over 40 games left to cover and to recap, I can tell you every night this team sucks. I can talk to you every single night about the same things that this team is doing or not doing until they make changes. I have to find something that I want to watch this team play. It hurts my eyes and my spirit. So I have to find something. And if me for 10 minutes or 20 minutes watching Micah Peavey makes me feel better about this terrible product that I'm watching, that makes me hate a game that I love so bad, that makes me feel disgraced to be from such a beautiful city that raised me and my family, I got to watch Micah Peavey. Derek Queen played 19 minutes tonight. Jeremiah Fields, hold on, Lito. Jeremiah Fields was awful again. Jordan Poole, God, he's not this bad, but he's awful. He's awful. Carlo played tonight. Awful. Derek Queen, I said already, he played 19 minutes. What else I got? Bryce McGowan's. I like watching him play basketball too. He had 20 points.
He gave you one quarter, though. Bryce got hot for one quarter. He didn't have a great game. He got hot when it didn't matter.
Jordan Hawkins. Awful.
Oh God, Jordan Hawkins can't catch the ball. He literally it's bad. It's bad.
What do you want me to do? I have a lot more of these recaps to be a part of, dog. I gotta find until they clear all this shit out, until they trade Zion or cut Zion, until they trade Herb or trade. Hopefully they don't trade Trey, but if they trade Trey, they trade Misi, they trade DeJounte, until they clear out space, so I can figure out what the hell is going on for the next. I can find out the next part of my misery for the next 5 years and beyond. I'm going to enjoy watching Micah Peavey play basketball in the present. I have to. All right, go ahead.
I like Micah Peavey.
I like him.
He's a good player. No, look, he's a good player. If he can, serious though, Chris, you're right. And that was beautifully said. But I do want to mention this because Peavey is an NBA ready player defensively right now. The one thing that he has to take a step in is his shooting. If he becomes an average shooter, he's a guy you can pencil in every night. Like, he's that good defensively. And his IQ, he has a lot of good slot cuts, a lot of corner cuts. Like, he's always active around the rim. He's a good player. He just got to be able to shoot. He can't shoot worth a shit.
It's so interesting how bad this team is defensively.
Oh, God.
Because, again, when Peavey's not on the floor tonight, the ability for the Hawks to simply throw the ball in a direct line to the center of the defense. We're not talking, Justin, you know about this. If you're coaching your team, you are not, there's no way, guys, and Luka did this last night. There's no way you should be able to throw direct passes out of double teams or on, guys in transition. They're throwing it straight to the front of the rim. On cuts, they're throwing bounce passes with no worry that anybody's hands are going to intercept these passes. That part, that shows you're getting no resistance in the backcourt. And then your front court, there were 4 times where Derek Queen didn't even know that the guy had cut past him and was right around the rim to score. And it's just those kinds of awareness things. They're so bad defensively. They don't know.
It. Grub, you're right. I get it with Queen. Back cut, whatever. He's I'd rather see him play though. He needs to get whether I understand he's getting backdoored and he's whatever it may be. No, Lito. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit anymore. The problem is Grub, is that your 2 highest paid players are doing the same thing and they're still getting 28, 32 minutes a night.
Yes.
So I saw Zion tonight. There was literally a possession where Zion did not get in the stance. He legitimately did not get in the stance. He let a straight line drive just go. It was unbelievable. It's unbelievable how lazy he is defensively. So, Grub, to your point, yes, we can talk about Queen Fears being bad defensively, and they are. But I still I want to see him 32 minutes.
What do you
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like I'm over this whole like Zion Poole thing. Like, just get him out. Get him out. I'm over.
I don't blame the kids for being bad defensively. I don't blame.
I can't blame anything right now.
No,
like people are shitting on fears. It's like, yeah, he's gonna hit a rookie wall. Like,
yeah, and they shouldn't be like normally you shouldn't be starting them unless you were letting them lose. You know what I mean? Like if you're expecting to lose, then you start two rookies. Nobody starts two rookies and expects to win. But the other part of it though is like it shows again too. Who can? There's a limited group of players on this team who can play with these rookies. Because the guys that could play with them are all sitting on the bench. Bay, Herb, Trey.
Yep.
When those three guys are not on the court with the rookies are unplayable. But everybody else, and that tells you, outside of those five guys, everybody else should be, you should be getting on the midnight train to Georgia along with everybody else. But it's those five to me and peavey. It's those five guys at peavey because everybody else is expendable. I mean, like I love Eve's effort every night. He gives effort every night. But are you keeping him? Because he's not helping you. Like he's better than he was last year as far as his ability to defend around the rim. He's blocking more shots and things like that. But he took one shot. Like offensively, he's non-existent. He took one shot. And it's like nobody on this team outside of those six guys that I just said. I don't think there's anybody on this team who should stay.
Yeah, Zion took 15, huh? Yeah.
He took 15 shots tonight?
Yep.
Without Trey, Herb.
So let me ask you something. Revisiting a question from yesterday. Justin, I asked Ross, I believe I asked the panel but I think it started with Ross asking if he thought Zion's trade value was better or worse than Trae Young's.
Yeah, and Ross said it was, right?
He thought that that Zion's trade value was higher.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh.
You said Zion was higher?
Yes.
Yeah.
I disagree, but there were others that thought the same. Looking at what Trey just, got traded for, do you think that Zion, you can get something similar or better?
Yeah. I think you can. I don't know if you can get better. Look, there are teams like I think y'all talked about the Pistons last night. Is that right? Everybody talking about the Pistons, Zion, and someone mentioned it might have been you, Grub. Like, could you imagine Zion subbing for Cade Cunningham coming off the bench as he should?
I mean, if you're the Pistons, doesn't that seem like
that seems like a wow?
You don't have a lot of expensive players on that Pistons team.
I don't know, Chris. Like, I'm not really good with these hypothetical trades because, like, I don't fucking know what Zion's worth. I mean, we traded a first round unprotected pick for Derek Queen. I mean, like, you don't know what's going to happen. I mean, it's crazy. Shit can happen.
I got the answer. The answer is no. Do I think he can better than that? No. And I'll tell you why. Because I told Justin this the other day. The Pelicans are in a position right now where not only can they not take a loss on the Zion trade, I don't think they'll trade him. Bro, Justin, what I told you, Justin, they gave up.
There was a report today. Lito's right. There was a report today that they're not in a rush to trade him. That Joe still wants to see more. Like there's a report today that the Pelicans that there has not been significant buzz going into the building, that people have not been calling in, and Joe has not been calling out, and that he wants to see more out of Zion. That's what the report was today on a couple of podcasts.
Justin, I told Grub. Hold on. Grub, I told Justin this the other day. I said, based on what they gave up for Queen, right? How the NBA looked, not you decide whether it's right or wrong. I don't think it was a good trade, but how the NBA looked at them, how the NBA analyzed that trade, right? What they did to give up CJ, who they brought in, that Pacers trade, they can't lose on a Zion trade. They can't lose, and it's gonna be a loss because you're not gonna get a player as good as him in the deal anyway. You're gonna get you'll get a pick, but it's not gonna be a high lottery pick. They can't. bro. And from what we know, Gail hates looking bad. This shit look bad. It looked bad already. You want to see some shit get worse? Yeah, go ahead.
Paternity thing too don't help. The new OnlyFans thing don't help either.
Oh,
like this,
The what?
it's got another paternity thing coming up. The OnlyFans model says that he's the father of her child, and she got videos that she's posted of her in hotels in New Orleans and Zion, walking around the bedroom fixing a TV. So
at least it was a fireplace there. At least it was, Well, I mean, what's the problem, man? He was adjusting the fire stick. You had the fireplace there.
I mean, like, it don't matter to me, but it's another thing. It's always something.
So
like, damn, dude.
So Lito, remember how I told you I took my sister to O Block?
Yeah.
All right, so look, right? My nephew that you met was out here last weekend. He also wanted to go to O Block, so I took him to O Block, right?
Right.
At this point, I would rather take each, like, one person a day, one family member or friend to O Block every day, once a day, just continue that, than to watch what I'm continuing to watch and you telling me that it's not getting better. That's how much I hate this shit right now. You telling me that it looks bad and it's not going to get better does not make me feel like like we was talking to Chef Curry. We have 40 plus more games of this shit. And this is worse than last year.
Brother, it's not gonna get better.
I need you to find me a light at the end of the tunnel. Or I'm just gonna start collecting people. We gonna get in my car and we gonna go to 64th every single day.
Chris, it's not. There's no. Look, I tweeted this the other day. What is the path to getting better? What is the path to getting better?
It's a 2 or 3 year rebuild, guys. This is a long rebuild. Just be realistic about it. It's a long rebuild. You got you had no draft picks. Your number 1 overall pick 6 years ago has not lived up to the hype. You've made really bad trades. You don't have a first round pick for next year. Like, you made bad trade after bad trade. And now you're at a point where you're trying to win games and you're still losing. Like, we're trying to win. And I don't know. There's no way out. Because you're right. If you do trade Zion, Lito, it's not going to be a win. It's not. So, but if you hold on to him, aren't you just prolonging what's already going to happen anyways? Like, you're going to lose out on the trade no matter what.
You're not going to win games like that. Keeping him is not.
We don't have a second rounder. We don't have a second rounder. I can't even look forward to the second.
You don't have a second rounder until 2030.
Like
you don't have a second rounder until 2030.
Like, I'm not saying second rounders are like, but we can't even look forward to the draft. At least if we were this bad, like, look, man, like, I'd start watching college basketball. I really would. I start watching the high prospects. I can't even do that.
Oh, I can't do that. Shout out to Sam, man. Like stuff like this. This is why we continue to talk about this god awful team, that just won't provide any type of. Every time we feel like we got like some type of sunshine on the way, like, it's not like anyway. Z really can only be traded to a contender to be a third option, and so any draft picks are high. I don't think a terrible team would trade for him to build around. I think the only option is to cut him for cap space. Sam, appreciate you for the 20 piece. What do you guys thought? I mean,
that's why I like the Detroit thing.
Yeah, wouldn't you?
That's why I like the Detroit thing. That's why I like the Detroit op, because if you get, like I said, if you get Jaden Ivey and Tobias Harris, and I know that nobody loves, they're not sexy players, but they're both expiring contracts. And I think you also can get Detroit to throw you in a conditional one. You know what I'm saying? Like, Detroit taking that risk because they have plenty of cap space. They need another dynamic potential. They can take that home run swing because you're Detroit. Like, how often are you going to have a chance to get to the finals? And you have a number 1 seed in the East. The only team standing in your way is the Knicks, who knocked you out in the first round in 5 games last year. The Knicks got points all up and down that lineup. If I'm Detroit, like I think like you really have an opportunity there to give them to get a conditional one and to get guys still off your books. And you get a look at a guy like Ivy and say, maybe somebody's interested in him. We can get it. He's on a rookie contract. If we extend him, he could be depth in our backcourt at a reasonable price. And like, if you get off of the Murray deal as well, or you can use him as a third partner deal and move him on too. So I think like Detroit gives you flexibility because like I agree that only no rebuilding team is going to pay $40 million and build around Zion. Like it has to be a good team that's saying this is the piece to get us over the top, and we don't have to rely on him. Like if he does his best, he makes us a winner. If he doesn't, we're still good. That's the team you have to find for Zion.
Yo, this is just my point of maybe it's petty. I just don't enjoy watching Zion play basketball
anymore. Did you ever?
Yeah, hell yeah. He was fun, bro.
When's the last time you enjoyed watching Zion Williamson?
Last year.
I already know.
Last year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't enjoy it. It's not fun. Like
so Lito, were you on the show? I don't think you were, to where I asked what changed. What changed from last year to this year with Zion? Why don't you enjoy him playing basketball anymore this year? Outside of the fact that because they were bad last year too.
I think Grub, if I'm not mistaken, I think it was Grub. You called it empty calories. It don't like. I reference this all the time. Shout out to Coach Griff, man. You only got so many jumps, right? Like your knees only have so many jumps. You work on other things to kind of to push that down the road, essentially kicking that can to keep your athleticism. But if all you have is that, the game is so hard for Zion because layup, fall, get up, run down the court, layup, fall, contact. You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't no easy way to get a bucket. So what changed is, I mean, you get older, you get injuries, you get in and out of shape, you get you don't develop certain aspects of your game. Shit, Ross put that graphic up the other day, right? You saw the goal. You saw where the shots is coming from. And like, man, at some point, like Grubb said, man, we in the NBA, bro. People go double team you. Like, imagine that. People playing defense. Imagine. You know what I'm saying? Like, figure it out, get better, like do those things. And it's like, what changes like his efficiency around the rim? He don't have the same explosiveness. It just don't. The product ain't. It's stepped on now. It ain't Blue Magic no more.
He never expanded his game. That's like, he just never expanded his game. And Lito, you're completely right. Like, I thought at least by now he'd have some type of jumper. I'm not talking about even a three, but like,
whoa, hold on a second. I'm sorry, Justin. I didn't mean to cut you off right there. A lot. I don't even want to go down the list, but a lot of things are different between those two. For one motherfucker is damn near 7 foot. He's damn near 7 foot, right? He's reliable. He doesn't miss games. A defensive player of the year, MVP, scored a 50-piece in the finals in games. When the last time Giannis took under 13 to 15 shots in the game? When the last time that happened?
Not the same game. Okay,
Smoking that smoke, doing that coke, dealing that dope, giving up hope, gang banging, gang.
Giannis is relentless pressure on the rim. Giannis can catch the ball in the post and score there. Giannis is a better rebounder. Giannis is a better, like we already know about defender. Even if you make 50% of Giannis defensively, he's better than Zion. Like it's not even close. Like one person has been a transformational player for their organization. A guy who made the Milwaukee Bucks consistently relevant. They hadn't been that in 20 years. They hadn't been a championship contender in 50 years. And he made them that. And we are in 7 years of Zion, and he hasn't played in a single postseason game. Like, to compare the two of them, like outside of them both being black, and I don't know. No.
Okay, guys, give me 1 second. I have more media to get through here, man, because you're not the only one that mentioned that throughout. I've been looking at these comments. There are others that believe that these guys are similar. So I forgot the brother that ended up asking that question. Maybe it was a real question, but I gotta get this media off because we don't use it anymore. So right now is the time to use it. I'm sorry.
That's ridiculous. It's just that's the untrained eye that says something like that.
What we need to do now is get focused and stop pointing fingers. You're a problem. You're a real problem.
I had so many other videos. I don't have any more now. That's pretty much all I have. I'm just gonna throw no reason.
That's nasty. That's a nasty word right there. That's a terrorist activity.
All right. Who else?
I would kick open the door to the Oval Office and I would chop that motherfucking desk in half.
Only on this show can a random question or debate. It's not a debate, but a question about the similarities or differences in Zion Williamson's and Giannis' games turn into random media clips, because I don't know how else to respond to that. We have 203 people in here. Yo, man, whether you're new to the show, you're old to the show, make sure that you hit the like button. Just go ahead. Like, maybe I could add more media clips that won't get us banned or, fined or make Justin.
Is that what happened? That's why we got rid of him?
Hold on. Somebody just posted that Giannis is not known for rebounding.
Who said
Giannis
that?
is not known. Somebody really posted that Giannis is not known for rebounding. How many double-digit rebounding seasons does Giannis have? Oh my God.
My dog believes this, man. All right, let's let's move.
Giannis averages 10 rebounds a game for his career. Okay, yeah. Giannis not known for rebounding.
Lito's upset.
He's averaged 14 rebounds a game one season, but Giannis not known for rebounding.
Zeke is right. Zeke is right. It's raised bait. It's raised
bait.
He did. Good
job.
So we just went in a whole different direction. Wait, drop a
bomb on that, Chris. Hold on, man.
We got that? Yeah. Drop another one. Come on, Lito. Drop another one. Come on. All right. Guys, I mean, we're about 42 minutes. This pod is not going long.
Can you turn that off?
Long bomb. Oh. Jesus Christ. All right.
It's a bomb,
this
bro.
pod is.
You from the home with serve packs and things, quick to stab their brother in the back for change. And as a youngin', I was taught the game. Used to watch my daddy while he cut that cane. See it.
Oh man. Yeah. Trey Songz, come on, Chris disappear. Y'all ever seen Trey Songz and Chris in the same place? Not that we podding about it. I'm just saying.
So look, right. What I was asking is Pelicans lost 9 straight. It's off the rails now. This is the show I love. This is when you have 8 wins, you have to lean into this. It's no other way. This is the real reason why y'all pull up here. Well, we can talk basketball. Like, thank God Grub is here, because Grub got great stats. He got great points and takes. I'm here for the bullshit. This is 8 and 31, 8 and 32. Oh no.
August 31st.
All the media got to be thrown out there. I had a question. Oh yeah, the Pelicans ironically play the Wizards.
Yeah.
Friday. They go to Washington and they play the Wizards, who now have I'm assuming Trae Young will be active.
You think they give Jordan Poole a tribute video? You think they give Jordan Poole a tribute video?
That's crazy.
No, seriously, dude. No.
Hey, you better leave JP alone, man. JP got some stands out there, Justin.
$31 million. 31.
Do they beat the Wizards on Friday?
No.
His salary is higher than his field goal percentage from 3. 28%, 27%.
What? What is he shooting from 3?
Something like 28%.
Do they beat the Wizards on Friday in Trae Young's first game?
No.
More than likely.
Trae Young's gonna drop 50. Watch. There's no doubt in my mind he's dropping 50 if he plays.
All they needed somebody to pass out the ball. Yo, they no man. This not a Wizards.
Grub, do they beat the Wizards on Friday?
No.
Jeez.
Because I don't think that. I mean, I think they're in a place right now where they're just not. It's broken right now, and you don't know who's going to play. Like I don't know who's all going to be available. But everything just feels everybody's lost right now. Like the rookies have hit their wall, as we said. I thought it was a mistake not to play Trey tonight because Trey's coming off a 42-point game. He's rolling. He's confident. He and Queen had a rhythm last night that they had found as far as passing the basketball. You had Queen's confidence getting up late in that game. Then you take Trey out tonight in a game that could have been winnable if he's playing, right? It was winnable essentially for a half, and then he's not there. You know you're struggling with shooting. You took out your one consistent shooter. And now for Trey, he's got to get that going all over again in Washington. When you also know, like you would expect, if Saddiq Bey's available, Saddiq wants to play well that night. If Poole's available, Poole wants to put up numbers that night going back. So now you have all these guys trying to do something, and Trey really could have been in a position to build. And, we talked about last night, the 20 shots, like Trey getting those shots. I'm feeling confident. I want to take this amount of shots. I think that's a step back. And now he's got to find that rhythm again. And you took all those guys out. The entire good functioning part of your perimeter was out tonight. And now all those guys outside of, I think Jose would probably miss another game if he's not feeling, up to it. But those guys, they're all out of rhythm. And I you have 8 wins. What are you resting these guys for? Like, Trey's not going anywhere. As we know right now, they have no intention to trade. So why are you not playing him? Bey's, if Bey's not hurt, he should be at least giving you 15 minutes. Like, get out there and give me 15, man. It's a back-to-back, sure. You want to limit guys, but none of those guys played like they were hurt last night outside of Jose.
What?
I mean, it's nothing good to say.
I have nothing good to say. I don't. There's people defending Zion right now. There's people defending Poole right now. I had a guy just said that, Poole always struggles his first year and then heats it up in the second year. I don't
they don't pay you for a warm-up year.
Yeah. Can I get paid $31 million for a warm-up year? I'll take a warm-up year.
A mulligan.
What? Like that's where we're at? Just people don't watch the game. They just so bad. Zion Williamson. So I clip up something today. Zion Williamson doesn't box out Jared Vanderbilt. I think on LeBron, when LeBron was going crazy in the fourth, LeBron finally misses, and Zion can't box out Jared Vanderbilt. And someone tweeted at me, "Well, he did a swim move. You're being way too tough on him." What? What? Like, what are we talking about? Asking him to box out is too much.
Yeah,
it's pathetic to watch. To be honest with you, it's pathetic.
Yeah,
everybody got a cop out, man. He can't box out. He can't rebound. Like, man, that's a grown man. It's a grown man playing basketball. Can't seal.
He can't get go right. On the he can't go right. He doesn't have an up and under. No footwork.
No, because you got to clarify that. He can go right, Justin, because they'll tell you he can go right. He just can't finish right.
Okay, he can't finish right. Sorry, thank you for that. He can't finish right.
Can't get right.
He
Can't
can go
get
right.
Man, we in hell.
Now, I mean,
Yeah, we've been in hell.
This 20 plus years, bro. I mean, how many good years have you had? 3?
Hey,
we get to the super chats at the end. Step up, so appreciate the
Chris. Let me ask you this, Grub, Justin. Why did the Pelicans have like? You can't predict injuries.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely, right? Why did you feel the need to trade with the Pacers right then? Like, why couldn't you just fucking wait till the season was like? What is it that you had to do that trade right now?
God,
Grub, what you think? I mean, it's hindsight.
That was a Troy Weaver move. I think that was a Weaver move. Yeah, because he's so aggressive in doing these things. But I don't understand it, because if your long range play was to get Queen no matter what, you still had the leverage, and you may not have had to use both of those picks the way you did in order to get the same outcome. Like, that's the part that I don't get. You had 2 picks to leverage. And you ended up getting 1 pick out of it. And I that part just doesn't make sense to me. Is I would have rather moved down next year and say, okay, whatever, change my option. But to give away everything in a draft that you knew, and people can say, well, you don't know what's going to happen with those players, and that's the future. But this is the whole point of having first-round picks, is to give yourself the opportunity. No one knows. That's why you took Zion Williamson at 1. You didn't know it was going to be 7 years of bullshit. You thought it was going to be 7. You took the most talented player at 1, and you hoped for the best. There's no problem in doing that. But that's why you want picks, to give yourself a freaking chance. And everybody always gets out here and says, well, if you're a small market team, you got to hit in the draft. So why would you give away the picks?
Which is even
why would
crazier.
you give away the picks?
Which is even crazier to think about this comment, because I would love to ask y'all this. So, okay, say you actually do a good job and you protect your top 4 pick that you traded for Atlanta. How different is the season now, knowing that, okay, you got Fears, you got Queen, a little bit, nothing doesn't change.
Well, because I can lean all the way into delusion.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I have at least an opportunity, right, of forcing myself to believe that no matter what, I'm gonna land in the top 4. What were the Pelicans' odds last year? You guys remember?
I was
13, not 13, like 11%.
No, I thought it was way less than that. Let me see.
But like in ranking, they were what? 4th, 3rd? What was it?
4th.
They were 4th,
right?
Right, and they dropped to 7.
7.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, so things could always go left. You know, you're not guaranteed as such. But I mean, even the teams that were ahead of the Pelicans. But at the end of the day, like, you would have something to lean. Like Lito, we could be starting our draft shows earlier.
They robbed us. Huh? They robbed us.
Yeah, I mean, I will be watching a hell of a lot more college basketball right now. I don't have a draft pick to consider. What are we gonna do this summer? Now, more likely they're gonna trade back into the draft. I hope, but you know, it would be a little bit different, Justin. That is a really good question. It would be a little bit different. I would have another level of delusion to lean into. I have nothing right now.
Because you can develop the rookies. They can get a shit ton of minutes, and then you would build up Zion and try to trade him for as much as you can, and then build up Jordan Poole, try to whatever. And like, you can like have some hope for this, Chris. Like, yeah, hey, like we have something here with Fierce and Queen, and we might get a top 4 pick.
Imagine
you
that.
know. It changes it for sure.
What with that being said, what's stopping you from developing the rookies right now? You won 8 games.
And that was my thing, That's why I totally disagree with Queen getting 19 minutes tonight. You know, I was like,
problem with this roster.
Like, yeah, like, dude, like, you got to play Queen. I keep telling you this. You got to play Queen 32 minutes a night. You know, is he going to have some bad stretches? Absolutely. He's a rookie. He's still figuring things out, but he's going to have a lot more good stretches than he's going to have bad stretches. You're going to see him at the top of the key. The offense can be flowing. I don't think I know he has some lapses, as Grubb pointed out, but I don't think he's that bad defensively. I think he grabs rebounds. He contests rebounds. He contests shots. He's a smart defender. Like, you got to give him 32 minutes.
I think the problem is you got to get,
How much time left do you have of this before the Pelicans ultimately end up selling some parts to create a path for automatic minutes, no matter how good or how bad these young guys are playing? The only way you can really do that right now is through injury or trade, right? So,
yeah. Like, that's the frustrating part, is because you have so many guys who are veterans that you just can't put on the bench.
Yep.
Like, you can't sit all of them. When DeJounte comes back, you can't have the camera pan over. And even though it would be the right thing to do, to see Poole, DeJounte, Bay, all these guys sitting on the bench, Zion, all of them over there sitting on the bench when you're playing your young guys. And, because Joe Dumars still has not said, and again, from the indications are that the Pelicans will not be sellers at the trade deadline. That's what they were talking about, is that the Pelicans will not be sellers. If you're not, you are not allowing those minutes to be created, because what you're telling Berago is, and that's the thing, is it's a mixed message. It's not Berago's fault. It's not the players' fault in this. It's the assembly of a team that doesn't work, and the unwillingness to acknowledge that. So you have Berago, who, as long as you're giving him these vets, he's got to play them. He can't lose those guys, because it's miserable for him to come to work every day if you got a bunch of veterans bitching about they're not getting any minutes. And then at the same time, he's got a responsibility, which he's shown the rookies at least some, allowing to put the ball in Queen's hands, doing those things. And he's also trying to instill, it seems, at least a level of accountability when they make repeated mistakes. Like, I don't view it as a short hook, but if they're losing at times, he doesn't put them back in if he feels he's got a chance to win without them. But it's impossible for him to serve two masters. And that's been the Pelicans. We talked about this so many times, that the Pelicans never have a clear direction. And when you put a coach in the middle of that, how can he be successful? Even if he is marginally better, which he is, he's marginally better than Willie, certainly. But it's still a situation where no matter who the coach, it could be Berago sitting there with Auerbach, Phil Jackson, and Pat Riley, and they'll still lose games.
Wait, well, hold up, Chris. Can I address something real quick? One thing, Ron. So this is what you just said for the audio listeners. So y'all don't think it's a problem that this team doesn't have any plays? You're telling me you're watching the game and you don't see any plays being ran, or a scheme, or anything like that. You're telling me offensively now, and we can all agree, Berago has taken this team offensively way better than Willie Green had it. Way better. I think Schmidt had some great some graphics out there today talking about like the process of their shots and like how it's like second or third best in the NBA. They just don't have anybody to hit shots. So I understand the frustration, whether you're a Berago guy, whether you're not Berago guy. You got to be realistic and watch the game and understand that there are sets being ran. There are schemes being ran. Like, it's not just a YMCA pickup game. Like in transition, sure, but offensively, they're way better than they were the last couple of years with lesser talent.
Yeah, and Justin, I think one of the interesting things, sad part about this is, for those of us that have been following this franchise since the beginning, like Grubb was mentioning how serving two goals at once, right? Trying to, we've seen it so often throughout the franchise, and you got to think, in the 20 plus years they've been here, when it comes to nurturing young talent and homegrown players the right way, in the correct way, maybe not rushing the system, rushing the process, you've maybe only seen it once. And I'm talking about different eras. I'm talking different coaches. I'm talking different ownership. And if you want to medal beyond the Chris Paul, because the Chris Paul section of this team would be my best argument towards them really trying to nurture and develop young talent. But I mean, they pushed some buttons a little bit earlier And that's then as well with going out and being aggressive to going out, getting Pejo, I think maybe year 2, year 3, and trading J.R. Smith after he had been in New Orleans 2 years or 1 year, whatever it was. Yeah, 1 year. So even that era has its parts of them rushing the system, even late, and for sure later on, not having draft capital continue. So that's the issue that I struggle with here. You don't even have, in your time of them being in the city, you don't have an example you can point to say, what, you know what? They handled that process the right way with young talent. So looking forward, and already a year in to another front office group, another group or batch of rookies, you're talking about a process that feels like now it's going to automatically be rust, because you got to dig back into you're gonna have to use your assets now to go get future picks. And I said this on the last show yesterday. It is hard for me to see, with the way that Troy Weaver, but specifically Joe Dumars, has started this tenure. It's hard for me to see that a man at 62 years old is going to want to take a 3, 4, 5 year process. It's hard for me to see that. I can't see that. And he damn sure ain't showing that with the way he started it off, man. So it's hard to see how this gets better without them continuing to be impatient and trying to strike gold, either with what they have right now or in the trade market.
Pelicans stink.
You want to get to fan? Can we get to the super chats?
Yeah. Let's go ahead. Get you guys out of here, man. Chuck Nolan, we need to name those 50-50 balls to 80-20. Okay. Shout out to you, bro. Appreciate the $2.
No.
Lee Jacks, appreciate $2 as well. Not Poole's fault, Justin. The organization is dysfunctional. Organizational dysfunction. That's what he said here.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Whatever. I mean, it's not Poole's
organization. And he said it twice.
The organization shooting 29% of 3. Is that the organization doing that? The organization putting up them shots?
You're right. Hey, look, I appreciate the $2, $3 super chat, man.
There's more here. Lee Jacks, appreciate it again, man. Another $2. Poole
I think Young got a ring too.
Yeah.
He hates no system teams. Appreciate that, dog. Step up, aim high. How do y'all feel about hiring Rajon Rondo as our next coach? Our young guys need development. He's young, tough, and
Rondo.
smart.
No.
Girl, what you think?
Said no, Leo?
You covered Rajon Rondo when he was a player.
Again, what are your goals as an organization? Because that's going to determine what kind of coach you're hiring. Everybody is like, oh, let's go get Mike Malone. Mike Malone ain't coming to New Orleans. Like,
nope.
First, the Pelicans are not paying.
We got to stop.
So when we talk about coaches, the Pelicans are not paying a top-notch coach to come to New Orleans, and no top-notch coach is coming to New Orleans without say-so, right? Like if you're coming, you want say-so if you're a top-notch coach, and Dumars and Weaver are not giving that away. So let's just understand what kind of coach you're going to get. So if you're taking Rondo, what you are acknowledging again is I'm not going to win, but you have to be focused on player development, and you've got to get rid of all your high-priced guys. And like I said yesterday, you got to bring in veterans who are role players who boost your rookies and your young players around that group. And hopefully by year 3, you've given Rondo something to work with. But it's not happening. Like I can't see them giving a chance if they think they can win something. Like if they think they can win, they're going to either get a retread or they're going to keep Berago in the position because they like him. But I think those are the only two things. They're not looking. I don't think it's going to be a broad and deep search for a coach. It's either going to be a retread or they're going to stay in with Berago.
Yeah, I really don't understand, Grub. And I know we'll move on here, Chris, but like I don't understand the people like, we gotta get Mike Malone. It's like with what, like, no, it's just not going to happen. You got to be realistic about it. It's like, I don't know. Like, look, I would love Mike Malone. Don't get me wrong. I just don't think it's realistic.
It's not.
No, I don't think Taylor Jenkins is realistic.
Yeah.
Joey Silver. Lito, who's worse? The Pelicans, a Melly Mills Eminem diss. Rah.
The Pelicans.
Okay.
Rah.
Justin, is this the bottom of the bottom?
Hey,
I was thinking about that today. I was thinking
Yo.
about that today. I do. I think this is like going to be the next year and a half, 2 years, like really dark moments for this franchise. There's really not like a way out here. I think you should, like I'm trying to stay positive. It like we could talk about Micah Peavey for sure. I'm a Peavey guy. Okay, we could talk about Queen Fears, whatever, but it's going to be a couple of years.
Like, think about what the last time they're on pace to win 17 games this year. They're on pace to win 17 games.
17 games.
And
you're not going to have
that would be the worst. That'd be the worst in franchise history. And when you won 18, you got Chris Paul. You knew that you at least had a high pick coming. You ended up with Chris Paul. You say you go into this, you're going to win 17, 18 games this year, and you're not getting anything for it. And you're really expensive. That's the part too, is it's one thing to be bad, but you're bad, you're expensive, and you have no direction.
Damn,
Man,
bro.
That's dark, but not. Oof. Sorry, Meech. I understand, bro. It's gonna get better, bro.
No, it's not.
It's probably not. Brian Rose, member for 24 months. You're the GM. What are the moves to set this team up for success? Who do you go after? Who do you trade? Who do you keep?
It's a whole show right there.
Yeah, that is a whole show.
Put a pin in that.
Seriously, that's a perfect Sunday show.
Yeah, I like this, Brian. We're gonna come back to this, I promise. And appreciate you being a member for 24 months, man. 2 years of this. Sheesh. It's all good, Ron. Michael, appreciate $2.
I'll tell you that much.
I just want the team to be winners. That's all, guys. Man, 20, bro. Been here a long time wanting the same thing. Every day I'm hustling. One. Appreciate the $20, man. I'm proud of myself, dog. I'm proud of myself for deciphering that name as quick as I could, dog.
That's pretty impressive.
That's pretty.
Look, I'm kind of shocked I did it. I'm sitting there.
Nah,
say it.
No, that's not good.
Every day I'm hustling. One.
Oh, it is.
Nah, that's
not good. Right.
That's impressive.
Your
Chris.
brain.
You deserve that super chat.
Nah,
you deserve that super chat.
Your brain a real piece of shit. You can break that.
Brain right?
Nah, you're not good.
That's brain right that I'm able to.
So you don't think that's impressive, though? You don't think it's impressive?
Dog.
No. The fact that he could decipher that intent, nah.
Yeah.
You know how bad off he is. Imagine what he done read in order for him.
Really?
But look, dog, I had to figure that out. It wasn't you got to think these super.
Hey, chat. Do y'all think? Chat, I want to hear. Y'all think that's impressive or not? But Lito,
what we need to do now is get focused and stop pointing fingers. You're a problem. You're a real problem.
You damn polo.
Anyway, every day I'm hustling. Appreciate $20, man. Goes a long way, man. On a different topic, what do you guys think of Benson and the governor visiting NFL and NBA leadership about bidding for the Super Bowl and All-Star game? It's a great question, man. Great question.
It's a really good question.
Justin, what you think?
I think it's big. I mean, like, it's good for the city. I think they're in the running for the Super Bowl, which is obviously huge for the city. But a lot of people keep reporting that there's this idea of redeveloping, Champion Square and around that, and the Smoothie King Center update. And so, I'm hopeful. And I heard that they might be applying for All-Star games too. So obviously it's a great thing. Like, we've been needing this. Can you get to the rest of the super chats? I think it's a good thing.
You said Chris was in the class with the round paper and the big fat crayons.
You're muted.
You're muted, Chris. See what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying?
He's muted. You're still muted.
He's short busting it right now.
How y'all mad at me that I'm able to decipher through bullshit? Guess what? You decipher through bullshit every time you watch a Pelicans game. Nah, who flipped the script? Who flipped the script? Every time you sit down, you watching him. Not Justin, you right there. You. Every time you sit down and you turn on a Pelicans game, you deciphering through bullshit. So don't get mad at me. I'm making the
big screen and I fucked up. Sorry.
Don't worry about it. I'm making the best of what I'm giving, brother. Like I can't, you know what I mean?
Understand.
So, somebody in here appreciate I was able to.
Once you told me your elementary school ain't have no like goals on y'all baskets and it was just it wasn't even a backboard. Like
wait, if you go tell the whole story. We had tape. We had tape on the pole, and that was the basket. And the goal was to shoot the basketball at the tape. That's what we had on concrete.
That should tell you everything you need to know about that school.
Yeah, bro. I make you know what that means? I'm like my ancestors. I make the best of my resources. Okay. You should be proud of me. Instead, you criticize. You supposed to be bigging me up, man. You supposed to be calling me up, not calling me out.
Nah.
Oh God.
Nah.
We have tangent to go on another tangent.
See,
did you just freeze?
Now I'm calling your Wi-Fi out now. I'm calling your Wi-Fi up.
Where are we at? So
Super chats.
Just casting a spell.
Pull his cheeks, get him the fuck out of here, dude. Peace.
Oh man.
Yeah, like that's like, could you imagine just paying $2 just to say pull his cheeks, give him the fuck out of here, and then he just says peace and just leaves. Like shout out
to you, man.
WG small.
At least he's trying to bring a little positivity to the world with some peace. Trying to throw some peace out there.
That shit is hilarious. Ron, it's been fun. No, Ron, it's been fun chopping it up tonight, man.
He called you Ross though.
Hey, I told Chris it ain't the first time, right? I mean, remember the Ross game? They thought it was me.
That's true. Damn,
wasn't me. Wow. Ain't
they don't all look like y'all. They don't all look like.
Y'all really don't look
every
like
damn hustling. See, shout out to Lito.
No,
Lito, don't disrespect every damn hustling.
I didn't. I disrespected Chris. It had nothing to do with every damn hustling.
I still think it was impressive.
I understand.
You don't think? All right. Anything else?
I think that's it.
I'm fine either way.
You're right. It all sucks, man. Okay, it all sucks. Okay, everything sucks right now. They're not good. They're expensive, as Grub says, and they don't have a fucking pick.
Yeah. Like this is the thing. I think people get caught up. You call out anybody. Like if we say, but this isn't great or this person, everybody's like, well, you're blaming that one person. And I think like people aren't listening. We've said this clearly. It is a structural top to bottom problem. Like it's not one person. We go, well, this person is the reason the Pelicans are bad. There are varying levels of responsibility. Yeah, your franchise player is supposed to play like a franchise player. He's not doing that. So yes, some of the blame. Your coach is not the best coach in the league. He's doing a better job than the previous coach, but no, he's not the best coach in the league. Okay, he gets some of the blame. The rookies are the rookies. They get some of the no one is blameless. No one is blameless. That's all. And I don't think anybody up here has come in here and said that there's one person responsible for this. There is enough blame around untouched. And like if at the end of this, no, there's no one who could walk away and was like, well, I did all right this year. No, everybody has to take responsibility for this season.
Hit the like button. Leo, anything else?
No.
Pelicans were, by the way, on FanDuel night, Pelicans were plus 11.5. How you get that last FanDuel read in? All right.
Shout out to FanDuel.
Shout out FanDuel. See y'all. Y'all think we're gonna do something on Friday? I don't know, man. Like, can we just go enjoy our weekend? Maybe. I don't know.
I mean, that's 10 games. If they lose on Friday, that's 10 game streak, man. Berago gets to join the club.
Yeah, we might have to. All right, we'll see y'all Friday. Later.
What's up, everybody? This is Ross from Propels Talk. Just wanted to tell you about a little deal from the Game Time app. You can get $20 off your first purchase using our promo code PELS. The app's incredible. I've been using it a bunch. All the fees are included. You get great deals on seats, last-minute deals. You get a view of your seat. It's I think, the best last-minute ticketing app there is out there. So use our promo code PELS to get $20 off your first purchase, and go Pels.